In the last lecture, we have found out the values of alpha x and alpha y. Okay. And those values of alpha x and alpha y are alpha x is equal to 0.086 and alpha y it is equal to 0.056. So these are the values which we have found out. Okay. This is from the table number 26. Now we will calculate the bending moment as per the clause. Okay. So I will write here bending moment. Okay. So bending moment in x direction. It is we will calculate this according to the clause number D 1.1 page number 90. Okay, 90. So that is there it is given as mx. So the moment in x direction. So the moment in x direction mx, which is equal to it is alpha x into w, that is ultimate load, wu into lx square into lx square. So just if you put the values in this, what you will get? So alpha x 0.086 multiplied by w is 12.18 into lx is 4.145 square, which is equal to, let me know the answer, is the moment in y direction. Okay, so bending moment in y direction, that is your my. Formula for this is again given into the IS code. It is alpha y, it is on page number 90. Wu into again lx square. So alpha y is 0.056 into 12.18 into 4.145 square. So solve this now. Okay, so it is 11.71 kilonewton meter. Now after calculation of bending moment, we will take check for depth. Check for depth. Okay, so we have to take now the check for depth. So now to take the check for depth, equate the bending moment to moment of resistance. So what is the maximum bending moment now? It is 17.99 into 10 raised to 6, which is equal to moment of resistance. Fe415 is given, so it is 0.138 FCKB D square, where this D is your D required. Now if you just put the values, then it is 17.99 into 10 raised to 6, which is equal to 0.138 into FCK is 20 into B is 1000 and D required square. So therefore D required is equal to, calculate the value of D required mm, which is less than D provided. We have provided the depth. Okay, in x direction it is about 145, in y direction it is about 138, I think so. You are having the values. Okay. So this is hence safe. This is safe. Okay. Now next point is the steel calculation. Steel calculation. other enforcement. So steel calculation, what is the formula? AST, area of steel, is equal to 0.5 FCKBD divided by Fy, here in the bracket 1 minus under root 1 minus 4.6 mu divided by FCKBD square. So put the values and solve this and let me know the value of area of steel. 0.5 into 20 into 1000 into. Now first we will calculate the steel in x direction. Okay, so keep the depth of x direction. Okay, so I will write here, this is our ASTX, steel in x direction. So in x direction our depth is 146 divided by Fy 415. I don't know the exact values. If you are having the values, that is what is the depth, you can tell me right now. 1 minus under root 1 minus 4.6 into bending moment in x direction is d is 145. Okay, so this value is 145, not 146. It is 145 into 10 raised to 6. This is 4.6 mu divided by FCK is 20 into B is 1000 into again 145 square. So now if you solve this, you will get the bending steel in x direction, ASTX, the value of steel in x direction. $321.53. So the answer is 321.53. Okay, please check the values. Please check the answer. 362.62. Which is the correct? Which one is correct? 362.62. Please again check the calculation. So now calculate the number of bars. So the number of bars is equal to 362.62. Okay, so it is 362.62 divided by area of single bar, that is 5 by 4 into 10 square. So calculate the number of bars now. It is about 4.61, which is nearly equal to 5 numbers. Okay, 4.61, which is nearly equal to the 5 number of bars. Okay, so now 5 number of bars, then calculate the AST provided. So now AST x, that is still in x direction, provided, we are going to provide 5 bars, each of diameter 10 mm. So calculate this now. It is near about 392.69 mm square. This is the area of steel which is provided in x direction. Okay. This is the area of steel provided in x direction. Now calculate the percentage of steel. Percentage of steel PT. Percentage of steel which is provided now. Percentage of steel provided. It is equal to 100 into AST provided 100 AST upon BD. This is the formula. So which is equal to 100 into 392.69 divided by 1000 into 145. So you will get the percentage. So it is 0.27%. Okay, and our assume is 0.3. Okay, assumed is 0.3. So this is the provided percentage of steel. Now next point is spacing. Okay, spacing of bars. First, spacing S is equal to area of single bar divided by AST provided multiplied by width. Calculate the spacing now. It is 200 mm. Correct? Okay, so 200 mm center to center. Then second, as per IS code, spacing is equal to 3D, which is 3 into 145, which is equal to it is 435 mm center to center. And in no case, third thing is in no case spacing should be taken as 300 mm center to center. So minimum value is 200 mm. So provide 5 bars of 10 mm diameter. Yes, I will write here. Provide 5 bars each of 10 mm diameter about 200 mm center to center along x direction. This x direction is your shorter direction. Okay. So this is about steel in x direction. Similarly, steel in y direction. Similarly, steel in y direction. That is longer direction. Okay. Now how to calculate that? Now here ASTY is equal to, instead of writing formula, I will directly write the values. 0.5 FCK B into D. How much is the depth? 138 or 135 divided by 415 here in the bracket 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 into what was the bending moment in y direction? What was the bending moment in y direction? It is 11.71. So 11.71 into 10 to the power 6, okay, divided by FCK BD square. D square, D is 135 square. Please check the depth, whether I have taken the correct depth. Therefore, ASTY is equal. Calculate the answer. 249.97. Okay. So 249.97 mm square. Again, assume 10 mm diameter bars and calculate the number of bars. Number of bars is equal to 249.97 divided by 5 by 4 into 10 square. Calculate now. 3.18. Okay. So 3.18, which is nearly equal to 4 numbers. So calculate now ASTY provided, what we are going to provide, which is equal to, we are going to provide 4 bars and each of bar diameter is 10. Calculate the area. Is 314.15. Please check the answer. Okay, so this is the area ASTY provided. Now calculate the spacing of the bars. Spacing of bars. So now first spacing by using the regular formula. What is the area of single bar? It is pi by 4 into 10 square. Okay, divided by how much? AST provided and multiplied by width, so that you will get the spacing over here. Calculate this value now. Second thing is spacing is equal to how much? It is 3D. So it is 3 into what is the depth? It is 135. Calculate this value also. And in third case, spacing S is equal to 300 mm. So remember this, in two-way slab, in both the directions main steel will be there. There is no distribution steel in two-way slab. Okay, distribution steel is only provided in the one-way slab. So it is 250. Okay, so this answer is 250 mm center to center. Then what is 3 into 135? It is 405. This is 405 mm center to center. And third is 300. Okay, so minimum is 250 and 4 number of bars we are providing in y direction. So here I will write provide 4 bars each of 10 mm diameter about 250 mm center to center in y direction. This y direction is nothing but it is our longer direction. Okay, so now you have got the bars in shorter direction and you have got the bars in longer direction also. Okay, but here now uh, see percentage of steel assumed, PT assumed. How much we have assumed? percentage of steel assumed is 0.3%, which is greater than percentage of steel provided. What we have provided? We have provided 0.27%. So this deflection criteria is satisfied. Okay. So therefore, deflection criteria is satisfied. Okay. This criteria is satisfied. As our percentage of steel assumed is greater than provided, PT provided. So this criteria is satisfied. There is no need to take the check for deflection. Okay. So now after this, in the two-way slab, they have told us the corners are held down. Okay. So the torsional reinforcement at the corners, torsional reinforcement. So at the corner, we need to provide the reinforcement. This is why, because the corners are held down. So this is given in the problem. Okay. So we need to provide the torsional reinforcement. So it is as per IS 456-2000. Okay. Annexure D. Annexure D 1.8. Page number 90. So this is given over there. You can check. Okay. So we will go there. First we will see it is. So now here we will see this page number 90, annexure 1.8. So this is the clause. Here you can read this. Okay. The torsional reinforcement shall be provided at the corner where the slab is simply supported on both edges meeting at that corner. It shall consist of the top and bottom reinforcement, each with the layer of bars placed parallel to the sides of the slab and extending from the edge of minimum distance up to 1/5 of the shorter span. So this is the important thing. So here you can underline this word. What is the length of the reinforcement? So it is 1/5 of the shorter span. Okay, 1/5 of the shorter span means what? This is Lx by 5. Okay, and then next further they have given this, the area of the reinforcement in each of these four layers shall be 3/4 of the area required for maximum midspan moment. Okay, 3/4. 3/4 means what? It is 3/4 of which area? Area required for maximum midspan moment. Okay, so maximum midspan moment is in x direction. So it is 3/4 of ASTX. So both the things are given over here. Okay, so whatever your slab is there now, suppose now this is your total slab. Okay, and now if you see the four corners in your slab, so these are the four corners where we are going to provide the reinforcement. Those are like this. These are the corners. Okay. So the length, this length is Lx by 5. Okay, this is also Lx by 5. It is common for all the four corners. And area of the steel, this is 3/4 of ASTX. Already we have calculated the AST. Okay, so now we will move to whiteboard again. So here, length of the reinforcement first. Length of reinforcement. For how much length we are going to provide the reinforcement, which is equal to Lx by 5 as it is given in the IS code. So it is 4.145 divided by 5. Calculate the value. It is 0.829 meters, which is equal to 829 mm. Okay. Similarly, calculate the area of torsional steel. Okay. So area of torsional steel. So now this is 3/4 of ASTX, which is equal to 3/4 into what was the value of our ASTX? 362.62. So it is 362.62. So do this calculation now. So it is 271.96 mm square. This is the area. Okay. So we will assume either we can go for same bar diameter, that is 10 mm, or this area is little bit less, that is 271. So we can go for 8 mm diameter bars also. Okay. So we will kept it as it is 10 mm diameter bars. And now we will calculate the number of bars. Number of bars is equal to, it is 271.96 divided by, we will keep our bar diameter as it is, we will not change. 10 mm diameter bars we have taken. So divided by how much it is? 271 point. So it is 3.46, which is nearly equal to 4 numbers. 4 number of bars. Then now AST for torsion provided. What we are going to provide? We will provide 4 bars, each of bar diameter 10. So now calculate that value. It is 314.15 mm square. Okay. So again calculate the spacing. Now here while calculating the spacing, now see spacing. We can easily calculate the spacing. There is no clause for the spacing. So here you can see this is our total slab. Okay. Now in this total slab, let us consider any one corner. So let us consider this corner. Okay, here we are going to provide the torsional reinforcement. Now what is our area of steel? Our area of steel over here is how much? It is 314.15. Okay, this is our AST. This much of steel we need to go. We are going to provide over here. That is the 4 bars. Okay. So what is the length now? What is the length available with us? So if you see on this side and on this side also, how much is the length available with us? It is 829 mm. Okay. Here it is also 829 mm. So now how many number of bars we have calculated? How many number of bars? It is 4 number of bars. Correct. We have calculated the 4 number of bars. So we need to provide these 4 bars along the length of 829 mm. So what will be our spacing? It will be 829 divided by 4. Okay. So it works out to be 829 okay divided by 4. So it is 207.25. So here we always reduce the spacing. So we will keep this spacing as 205 mm center to center. So this is our spacing. Okay. We know the length up to which length we need to provide the reinforcement. या 829 by 829 च्या स्क्वेअर मध्ये तुम्हाला किती बार टाकायचे 4 बार. 4 बार y डायरेक्शनला, 4 बार x डायरेक्शनला. सो हे 4 बार बसायला पाहिजेत 10 mm चे. किती तुमच्या जवळ जागा आहे? 829 mm. So we have equally divided that 829 mm. So 829 divided by 4, you will get the spacing. Okay. So this is all about the design. So the next point is check for shear. Next is the check for shear. Okay. So now we will take the check for shear. So shear, you know that we calculate first the nominal shear stress, that is tau v. So tau v is equal to Vu upon Bd, where Vu is nothing but your shear force. Okay. So always consider the shorter span for the calculation in the case of two-way slab. So shear force Vu we will calculate first. So the shear force Vu is equal to, it is Wu Lx by 2. WL by 2. Okay. So it is 12.18 into your Lx is 4.145 divided by 2. So what is the answer? It is 25.24 kilonewton. This is the value. Now calculate the nominal shear stress. Nominal shear stress tau v, which is equal to Bu upon Bd, which is equal to 25.24 into 10 raised to 3 divided by B is 1000 into D is 145. So calculate the value of tau v. It is 0.17 Newton per mm square, that is megapascal. Okay. 0.17 Newton per mm square, that is megapascal. Okay. But tau c, the minimum value of tau c. Now if you check the table number 19. Okay. In the IS code, if you go to the table number 19, you will get the minimum value. So now this is 0.17. See here in the IS code, if you see in table number 19. So table number 19 is, it is round about on page number 73 or something, 74. So here table number 19, design shear strength tau c for the concrete. Now for M. Okay, so we were talking about the IS code. So in the IS code, the minimum value is 0.28 Newton per mm square. Okay, permissible shear stress. So I will write here. So from, you can check in the table number 19, page number 73, IS 456 2000. We get the permissible shear stress, permissible, or this is also called as allowable shear stress. This is notation is tau c. Okay, this is the notation tau c, because this much of shear can be resisted by the concrete. So this is called as permissible or allowable shear stress. So it is given as, just a moment. This value tau c, it is given as 0.28 Newton per mm square. Okay. So now here your tau v nominal shear stress is less than tau c. So it is safe in shear. So due to the shearing action, it will not fail. It is safe in shear. So now next thing is the check for deflection. There is no need to take the check for deflection as our percentage of steel assumed is greater than percentage of steel provided. Okay. So the last thing is check for development length. Check for development length. Okay. So first we will calculate the development length. LD is equal to, it is phi sigma s upon 4 tau BD. Just put the values. Phi is 10, sigma s is 0.87 into Fy is 415 divided by 4 into tau BD is 1.2 and in tension zone increase it by 60%. That is 1.6. So now if you solve it, what is the value? 470.11 mm. Okay, this is the value of development length. Now we will calculate LD1. Okay, so LD1, the formula for this is 1.3 M1 upon V plus L0. Okay. So now therefore M1 is equal to, it is Mu by 2, which is equal to maximum bending moment. It was how much it was? 18.08. No, what was the bending moment? 17.99. Okay, 17.99 by 2. So it is 8.995 kilonewton meter. Then V is the shear force that we have already calculated. It is something 25.24 something kilonewton. Okay. And L0 is equal to width of support divided by 2 minus clear cover. So just put the values. Width of support. What is the width of support? It is 150. If it is not given, assume it. Minus clear cover is 15. So the value of L0, it is become 60. You just put all the values. So LD1 is equal to 1.3 into M1. M1 is 8.995. 8.995 into 10 raised to 6 divided by V shear force 25.24 into 10 raised to 3, okay, plus 60. So LD1 is equal to, calculate this value, 523.29 mm. So here your LD is less than LD1, hence it is safe. Okay, hence it is safe. Now we will draw the section only for the diagram. So here we will show the reinforcement details. This is your slab. Here the support. These are the supports. Okay. Then the bar profile. So this bar, alternate went up bars will be provided over here up to this point. You copy down the diagram. Then this bar is bent in this way, and further it is continued up to this point. Second bar for the main steel reinforcement is bent from this point. Then this also continued further along this line. Okay. So the first bar here, this bar will come up to this point and it is bent and then it will move straight. Second alternate bar will come from the opposite side, it will again bend and this will move in the straight line like this. Okay. So in this way the alternate bent up bars are provided and these are your main steel bars. Okay. So these bars are your main steel bars. So these are the your 10 mm bars about 200 mm center to center. Then next thing is the your distribution steel, and this distribution steel is provided over here above the, no, it is not distribution steel, it is steel in y direction. This is your steel in shorter direction, that is x direction. Now this is the steel in y direction. This is your steel in y direction. Okay. So this is the steel in y direction and it is again 10 mm bars about 250 mm center to center. Okay. Now I will draw the center line of the support. So this is the center line of the support. This is also the center line of the support, and the length of this bar from this point, this bending length from the center of support, it is L by 10. How much it is? L by 10. Okay, so your span is 4145. So it is 414 mm L by 10. Okay, and your total center to center span is 4.145 meter from this point up to here to here also. So this is the final diagram of the slab. Okay, and the torsional reinforcement which you have provided, torsional reinforcement I will show over here. This is the corner where you have provided the torsional reinforcement. So these are the bars, 1, 2, 3 and 4 bars we need to provide. Okay. Then again in another direction also 4 bars. This is the along the longer direction. First red bars are along the shorter direction. So we know that these are the bars these bars are, how much are the 10 bars, okay. And what was the spacing of these bars? What spacing we have calculated? 205 mm. 205 mm center to center. Similarly, these bars also, these bars also, these are again 10 bars, about 205 center to center. Okay. And what is the length? Length of the reinforcement is, this total length is 829 Okay, so this is your torsional reinforcement, 829 Okay, at the corner, you are going to provide the bars like this. This is the plan. So in this way, this is the design of two-way slab. So here we have covered all the slabs